Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. Joining me this morning for a new show that will be premiering on FACTv, the comm channel, on Thursday nights. It's Kathy Smith, and the new show is called The Chat.
The Chat.
Very excited for this one. And Kathy, as the executive producer here of the show, kind of break down what is the show all about?
Well, let's take Regis and Kelly, mix it with The View and The Talk, and bring it locally with prizes, bells, and whistles.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
So basically, talk about the hosts here. So you're going to have 4 hosts as part of this show.
We have 4 hosts. There'll be one youth that might be popping in there, in and out, that's getting ready to go to college. And the first segment, we'll be doing hot topics nationally and locally. We're going to, first I want to say we're going to have a live audience. So if anybody wants to come and sit in our audience, there's a possibility of winning some prizes. Could be cash, could be a gas card, don't know what it's going to be yet. And at some point there may come a time where they can ask questions. But the first point, a part of a segment is going to be on hot topics, like I said, nationally and locally. Then we'll have like a health and beauty. We'll have entertainment. You'll see us running around, kind of acting silly, maybe falling over, tasting some foods that we've never tasted before. And then also some health care, anything that will help improve us in the here and now. I think one of the topics that was flown by was how to stay looking young at 50.
Some of the I've sat in a few of these brainstorming sessions, and I've got to say, it's definitely been interesting.
Yes. And then we do have some serious topics, speaking about racial disparity, talking about our schools, our seniors, senior abuse, sexual abuse, trafficking. Is it happening here? Locally, which, I'm sure a lot of people want to be made aware of. But then there's also some learning tips on home remedies, like DIY, on what you do in your home, how to clean better, how to make yourself, products you might have in your refrigerator to have beauty, and you don't have to pay the hundreds of dollars at, another cosmetic store in the mall or something. But good things, and then I think the first show we're having a poetry jam as one of the segments, and we're really excited about that, to highlight our new and upcoming poets and those that are established here in Dane County.
Perfect. And something that I think is unique for this show is you're bringing in different diversity background groups or ethnic groups to the table here.
Yes.
If you could talk a little bit about that, because I think that's important.
It is. Thank you, Jeremy. This group is a different panel. It's not the typical panel we see on TV. We are a diverse group of minorities that are coming together to give you our point of view and chat about it on how things look from the other side. And so we are really encouraging those of color, even those that, just everybody under the rainbow, to come in here and talk with us. And we're discussing things like, how do the politics affect us here? How does immigration affect us here? How does it work with our Native Americans in this area, of Wisconsin? I mean, just everybody in general. We want to have a voice too. And we think that sometimes, we might get a little overlooked on our side. And so we want to put our opinions out there and maybe give other people a fresh look on how we see things now.
If you could talk about, so it's going to be, it's 4 women that are part of the show. Why don't you kind of give us a brief intro to each one of the co-hosts here that are on the show?
Well, we have our host is Dina Wright, and I'm sure everybody knows Dina Wright. Her father's the great Reverend Wright. Her mother is very well known, and she's also been on many news stations, radio stations throughout the nation. So she's very charismatic, and she does dig deep for answers. So we're really excited about that. And then we have Raquel Hernandez. She is our vivacious, lovely, opinionated woman. And her daughter stand on a lot of issues, and she's very charismatic. She's also a minister with her husband, who's a pastor at a local church. But just in general, she's very open, and she's going to bring a lot of life to this show. And then we have Wanda Smith, who's running for alderperson currently, and could be the first alderperson on a TV show, The Chat, if she does win. And if not, she will be an advocate for those that are around in the community. And I know that she's looked up to in the community as a leader. So that, and then including myself, and some do know me, some don't, but I have a long history in business and the chambers of commerce, the Latino and the African American, as well as the regular chambers. So I have always been an advocate for small business, improving and expanding business, but also getting involved in the community. So hopefully.
Perfect. Well, your first taping it happens the first week in April, and then it will air again on Thursday nights right here on the COM channel, F2, at 7 p.m. So.
Yep. And by the way, it's my birthday that day.
Is it really?
Yes, I'm going to be 25.
Well, there's your first topic on the chat right there.
That's right. How to stay looking as great as I do.
Yes.
Stay the same age.
Indeed. Well, Kathy, good luck to the show and to the rest of the cast on the show and hosts, and we'll look forward to watching the show.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It is Talking Fitchburg.